Hi there. This is a short video that will hopefully help you get started with the BrightSpace learning platform and Quadmesters. So there are 4 topics I'm covering. The first 3 are listed here. The last is combining the different sections. So each course that we have has a section A and a section B. It might be worth combining them to simplify your life. Okay, Karen Stelling has already made videos for our school. Some of what I'm covering here has already been covered. I suggest you take a look through your email and look for Karen's posts. All right, the first thing that I suggest you do is to pin your course, or courses, as the case may be. Why would you pin them? Well, it keeps you organized. That is the biggest reason. It's fairly straightforward. You'll notice here I've taken a snapshot. At step 1, the 9 square grid, 3x3, click on that. Search for the current semester. So we are currently in Quadmester 1 of the 2020-2021 school year. So if you were to type in 2021 SEM 1, you should find all courses that you are currently assigned to teach. They should show up in the list that appears here. And you'll notice that on the right-hand side beside the name of the course is a little pin. If you were to click on the pin, it should go from a hollow pin to a black pin. Black pin with a blue background means that it is pinned. So steps 1, 2, and 3 right here. The second thing that you must do, this is an absolute must, is to activate the course. If you do not activate the course, your BrightSpace will not be available to your students. There are a few steps to this. They are straightforward, but you do have to follow them. First thing, open your course. Once you're in your course, you will need to choose your nav bar. The nav bar is the piece of the screen real estate close to the top of your window. You may have to expand your nav bar to display the course admin icon. So you would choose the course admin icon, click on it, so you can see it here nicely displayed. Once you get into your course administration, you will need to grab the course offering information. So inside course offering information, it is the very first item available to you. Inside the course item offering section, you will have to activate your course. The course has a start date and an end date, which you can modify if you wish. I don't usually play with those values, but what I do change is I make sure that my course is activated. So choose the check mark, course is active, make sure that there is an X, and then save. That is sufficient to activate your course. Once you've done that, your course is live. Kids can access the course. All right. Here is an optional item for you. You may want to request ministry course content. Many courses now have ministry content. Some of it is quite good, some of it is quite questionable. I had some unpleasant experiences with a college bio course, but that's for another day. So you can use the ministry course content. You can do a variety of things with it. You can use it as is. You could use the entire course. Some courses are written well enough that you could do that. Other courses would require you to make minor changes. Maybe links are out of date, there's some incorrect content or superficial content. You could use it to augment your own teaching, or you could have it there and you can eventually end up ignoring it. I've done that many times myself. The ministry content provides content, obviously. There's the facts that students can read. There are quizzes and tests available to you. Some are very well done. You can use them as formative, diagnostic, or perhaps even evaluations if you wish. There are some assignments that are well constructed. You can modify them so that they are unique to your course, and there are discussion forums available. So how do you get to this? How do you get the course content added to your course? Because normally you start with a blank shell. I will put in a caveat that you may now be inheriting a course from another teacher, in which case you want to double check that they did not already request the course content. That happened to me. So one of my sections now has double the course content. So you'll want to avoid that. So once again, you need to go to your course administration. That's the first thing you do. Open up your course, go into course admin. Choose the course offering information. This time, however, you are not changing anything, but you are acquiring information. So you will need to get the course offering code. Here is my course offering code. You would choose that entire string, double click on it with a mouse, and then copy it. You need that entire long sequence of characters. So make sure that it's copied. You can also write it down if you need to. So that's the step C. Then you need to go and request. So now you would click on the home icon. I've circled it for you here. And when you go to the main page for your school, you will find the course request form in the nav bar for this landing page. So go to the course request form, and this is where you will request your course. You can do other things from this form as well. So you can also request a blank shell. You can enroll a group of students. You can enroll individual students. So you could use this to transfer your section B to section A or vice versa, so that you could add those kids from the one section into the other section. You don't have to do that through this form. I'll show you another way to do it. Make sure you complete the Google form. So fill in your details, your username, your employee ID, those kind of things. I'm sure you can do this without my help. Where it says paste the course offering code, you remember that course code that we copied earlier? This is where you would paste it. Then you would have to choose the particular content that you would like to go into your course. And of course, submit. That's how you get your course content added to the course. Now, the fourth option, or the fourth topic that I was going to cover, is combining classes. Why would you combine your sections A and B? It greatly simplifies things. Trillium requires us to create these separate sections, but in terms of the logistics of your course, you may find it much more understandable for you and for the kids if everybody is in one big class. So instead of having two sections of 12 or 13 or 14, you'd have one section of 30, for example, or 26, or however many kids you would have over the two sections. Big advantage is that you only have to schedule your live virtual learning once. Students are all on the same schedule. There is no risk of students missing out on things. Let's pull up BrightSpace and take a look at how we can do this. So here we have BrightSpace. And here's the landing page for BrightSpace. You will notice that this includes the course request form right here. But that's not what we are using right now. So first things first, let's select the course. So I will be moving students from section B to section A. So let me pull up section B, and I will need to access the class list. And you'll notice in here we have a class list. I will scroll down in a moment. And here we have a list of names. I suggest you notice the username, that is the student's student number. Copy down that list. You will need it to be able to add that student to the other course. So I will, for the sake of simplicity, copy one of the student numbers from here. I will return to the other course. So this is, I'm coming from section B, I'm going into section A, and I will access my class list in section A, and you'll notice here that we have add participants. You will have to add an existing user. So I'm choosing add existing user. In here, I would search for my existing user from the other class to add them to the current course. You will also notice set all sections to section. Well, you can create sections. I am not going to cover that in this video. I leave that for you to discover on your own. I'll show you where to get further information for help. Now, let us search for an existing user. So I will take my student number, I will paste it in here, then I don't have to worry about multiple users having the same name. I will search, and this will take a little while. And now we have the result that's come back. I will select the student's name. I will choose a role. So in this case, I want this to be a student, and I would have to choose a section. You may want to create your sections. Well, you can do that after the fact. And once you've done that, you would enroll selected user. And it will tell you one user has been enrolled successfully. And then you can continue to add more participants. There is certainly an easier way to do, not an easier way, there is certainly a quicker way to do a whole number of students. But to be honest, it will take you more time to figure out where to send all the information, and then you'll have to wait for the students to be added. If you do this manually, it'll take you 15-20 minutes. It won't take you long. The last thing I wanted to show you was to the place where you can get help. So go to your landing page, and you'll notice in the nav bar there is Get Help here. There are a variety of things: TDSB BrightSpace support site, quick video tutorials, BrightSpace YouTube channel, and BrightSpace phone support. If the top three options don't help you find what you're looking for, you can call BrightSpace. They have 24/7 service, and I've had quite a bit of success with them helping me. They have very advanced tech support compared to most places. The only thing is they still can't do what is impossible. So I'm quite frustrated with how BrightSpace handles rubrics, but that's a limitation of the learning management system that has nothing to do with being unable to figure it out. And BrightSpace support helped me figure out a solution to my problem. So take a look at the videos. There's quite a bit. In fact, I'm quite sure that you can find what I just did here on the video training page. So if you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to ask someone near you who has experience with D2L BrightSpace. And have a great start to your Quadmester 1.